What's up everyone, it's Nate. I'm here today with BD Outdoors. We're at one of the rockfish spots that we're hoping to catch some vermilions today. That's kind of the key species we're after. Also known as reds, one of my favorite eating fish. Today we're going to be using the Fathom 50 electric reel. This is a newer reel they released. Honestly, I'm all about these. I'm going to be using these all of next year. I used them a little bit this year. A couple things I love about the reel. When you look at it, it's a beautiful, really sleek, minimalist design. Super clear screen. You got a button to the left for mode. That's going to include your auto stop and override. So it's automatically going to stop at a depth you set on the way up to make sure you're not hitting that rod tip. You override, that's going to allow you to bring it all the way up. So that's kind of a cool feature that protects your rod tip, whatever rod you're using. We're using a PENN Carnage rod today. Today we're going to be rock fishing. What I like to do is I like to come out here with an electric especially and try out new deep water spots. Spots that people don't typically hit as often. A lot of times they catch bigger cods at those spots. Plus it's just nice to save those in your display and your GPS and kind of have some go-to spots people don't hit as much. For the deeper stuff, 50-pound braid, it's going to hold 1,300 yards. So you can pretty much fish anywhere. A lot of the local banks, you're going to be able to fish. Another thing that's really nice, both for bluefin fishing and rock fishing, really allows you to either fish it in the rod holder or in hand. It's nice and lightweight. As you can see, I can kind of maneuver it with one hand. Internal battery is super rad because no cables, right? So if you're moving around the boat, if you're on a drift and you're kind of following your line, there's no cables for anyone to trip over. If you're using two of them, that's two less cables you have running across a deck. Keeps the deck nice and clean. It's just a lot safer as well. Plenty of drag capacity. If you hit this button here, you can go into wind mode, manual wind, and then obviously when you push that back out, you're using the electric part of the reel. So it's a really awesome reel. We're gonna get rolling here and hopefully catch a bunch of rockfish. All right, so a little rock fishing 101, kind of what I like to do when I get out here. First things first, I meter around. Sometimes the rockfish move, so just because I have a spot that I've hit over and over again and there's a lot of rockfish on it, in many cases they congregate in a tight school around structure and they can move around. People don't think rockfish move around, but they do. So what I like to do is meter around, locate the school, not just pull up to the spot. I originally go straight to the waypoint, and then if it's not there, I definitely spend some time kind of just motoring around, looking at the sonar. Once I locate a zone I want to fish, I tend to first stop the boat and kind of see which way we're drifting. A lot of the times it's pretty obvious, but just to ensure I'm going to drift right over that spot I want to drift over, I'll stop the boat, you know, give it a minute, whatever, get situated, rig up, and then when I go back with my track line on, I can see exactly how to set up above my waypoint. I like to have everything rigged. If I'm on a charter, if I have people on the boat, I like to have everything rigged, baited up, ready to go. So when I start that drift, it's just drop them. You know what I mean? So by the time everything hits the bottom, especially if it's deeper, 300 plus, that bait's down in the zone. So right now we're about to do that same process. We've already located some fish. We've kind of drifted off of it now. We're gonna pull back up. As for weight, I'm just using, you know, rigs with two hooks. I'm using 5.0 to 7.0 J hooks. You can also use circle hooks. I use anywhere from 50 to 60 pound mono. If you really want to use fluoro for some kind of abrasion resistance, you can, but it's a lot of money to spend on rockfish rigs. That's kind of the rock fishing 101. We're gonna go pull up on the spot here and hopefully reel up some nice ones. And yeah, excited to get going. With these electric reels, I actually prefer to use the circle hooks. It allows you to bring them up a little quicker. With the J's, you gotta kind of keep it in the 1 setting. I like to put in right about 2 with the drag. We got one on right here, see if it's a red. You just kind of wanna let the reel do the work. Sometimes, if I notice they're spinning real hardcore, I'll back off the drag. All right, we got them floating, so that's cool. See what we got. Couple of reds, baby. Let's go. That's that stuff we like. Some quality reds. Ugh. Couple chunkers. Lost the weight, but that's all right. Quality reds. So yeah, circle hooks. I was using J's to begin with. We were catching them, but we wanted to reel up a little quicker. We switched to the circle hooks. These are the Trocars think they're 8.0s. And you can see, I mean, that fish wasn't going anywhere. So that's the way to do it.